Now we get into that video that lots of people are going to be like, whoa, dude, seriously? Oh my gosh, dude, where the frick you been, dude? Which is my sad life when it comes to Dragon Ball Z. So, when it comes to Dragon Ball Z, that came at a time of where I didn't have cable anymore. It's like, yeah, cable was gone. I didn't get cable back until 3 years ago. Yes, I know. So without cable, the only thing I saw of of Dragon Ball Z period was like this one time, or maybe a few times, where I actually went to a friend's house, which she's not a friend anymore, but still, I watched a few episodes there. I watched one it's kind of weird. The fact of I went to my Nana's house like every summer and I do get to see Dragon Ball Z, but the weird part is that instead of being cool and be like, yes, we're showing you everything, it's kind of weird. Like every single year is like, what the frick? How the frick exactly the same time I get here, you're going to rerun the same episode I just saw the last year? What the frick? And for those who are like, what episode? It's the one where they go someplace, Tien and Yamcha, and they go against the freaking Saiyans of the old. Yeah. I forgot what truly happened in that episode. And also you have the one where Gohan actually is doing his whatever adventure with a bunch of kids. It's like, I think that might have coincided hand in hand with that. I saw Cell Saga, one episode of Cell Saga, but that was because I got a scratch in my eye while moving stuff at my summer camp. Yeah, I got to see Dragon Ball Z Cell Saga, one episode of that, but yeah. Boo Saga, I saw like a few at the guy who used to be my friend. I saw a few of those, but I saw the last episode. That's the good news. It's like, yeah, I did see the last episode. Does that count? And I was able to, for Dragon Ball GT, which we're not talking about that. Apparently we never talk about that. But Dragon Ball GT, I actually rented a few, I think No, I didn't have DVDs, a few tapes. Or DVDs. I don't forget. But still, yeah, I watched a few of Dragon Ball GT. It sucks that the episode where Boo does die, which I'm like, motherfucker. It's like, yeah, I missed that because the freaking Hollywood Video, for those who remember that, remember that freaking store, rental place? Yeah, they didn't have that video. Truly bullcrap, but anyways, whatever. So as for like knowing what happens in Dragon Ball Z, I didn't know much. That's the funny part. It's like, I didn't know much. So when it comes to summer camp and they talk about Dragon Ball Z and they're like, Krillin, he married Android 18. I'm like, what? Huh? What? It's like, yeah, I didn't know. But as soon as I was like a teenager or preteen, I was able to start buying the games. I bought Dragon Ball Z Budokai, and I got at least some idea what happens. Of course, I played Legacy of Goku and saw the end of Legacy of Goku too. So at least I can kind of understand it, but the pieces aren't really working together. That's the sad part, especially when it comes to Dragon Ball Z Cell Saga when it ends, because you have in the Budokai games, the second one, you have Cell getting killed with a father-son Kamehameha. But then in the freaking Legacy of Goku 2, you have everyone blasting freaking Cell. And I think it was Goku who's like, guys, no, maybe it was Gohan who was like, guys, I need your help. Everyone blast them. And they all blast freaking Cell from all over the way. Yeah, everyone just surrounds him and blasts him. And that destroys him, which is like, wait a minute, what? And now to actually watch it again on Cell Saga of Dragon Ball Z Kai, it's kind of weird to actually see that it's actually a mix of both. At first, for the many times, I'm like, I think Gohan, father-son Kamehameha actually works. But yeah, that's the sad truth, is that when it comes to Dragon Ball Z, when it was happening, I wasn't a part of it at all. It's kind of nice now where I'm like, I know Dragon Ball Super. I get it straight off the tap. I'm actually on episode 71, while you bastards on freaking episode 1. I rule. I know. For those out there who are just looking at me now saying, you motherfucker. I'm like, I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. I didn't mean you guys are bastards. You guys are all right. I'm just saying, after so many years as a kid and not being into the loop with the whole Dragon Ball Z, which it does make me want to pimp slap a guy, because it's like, there was an episode I saw on Kids WB at 7:30. That was before anything. It's kind of weird. You got that one episode, then you said, man, we're good. I'm like, motherfucker, are you serious? You could have actually started from episode 1 all the way down to where they are, and I wouldn't be screwed over anymore. I wouldn't be to the point of course, well, they will be faster. I think they showed Dragon Ball Z episodes like every single day. I'm not sure. Again, I didn't have freaking cable. But to actually have it on Saturdays and they actually just fill me in on what's going on instead of just this one random episode of Dragon Ball Z, which again, WB, what the man? You could have helped me out. You could have kept me in the loop instead of me looking like a dumbass. Because it's kind of funny where my friends are like, dude, I got 6 Dragon Balls. They were talking about the video game while I actually was trying to collect the toys. I mean, not really collect the toys, but I was actually able to get 6 out of the 7 Dragon Balls, which is pretty cool. It's too bad. Yeah, I really need to get that last Dragon Ball. I would like to at least have all 7. It would be kind of cool. And then find some way to display them. That would be cool too. I do have to admit though, let me just do some little side notes. The fact of, for Dragon Ball Super, they do show Buu Saga in Trunks' world / dimension. The only messed up part is like, I'm like, where the frick is Pew Pew? I mean, there's more Majins than, of course, on the other hand, I guess you can kind of say that because Vegeta and Goku is still alive, and also Goten is real. I guess maybe that's why Pew Pew shows up. So it's kind of like, maybe that's how that works out, which that's okay, I guess. But yeah, it's kind of sad, isn't it? I was not in the loop. Yes, it took me all the way to when the internet was great, because then I watched Cell Saga, I watched Buu Saga, all because of this one website, which is pretty good. I mean, I'm glad I was able to finally watch them and actually see what the heck going on, instead of just taking the freaking video game's word for it, which is kind of bull crap, where it's like, I like GameCube. That's what I had Dragon Ball Z Budokai 1 and 2 in. I didn't get Dragon Ball Z Sagas. I really wanted it to. If the bastard who used to be my friend, he had it. If we had the same friendship like another friend of mine where we actually traded or I paid him money to get it, then yeah, I mean, there's like a few games where I actually would have paid him for it. Yeah, but he didn't do anything. He wasn't as smart as the other guy. Yeah, he went to freaking GameStop and got ripped off. Dumbass. Yeah, but still, yeah, even that's where my freaking DS and Mario Kart went, was GameStop. Yeah. But I got most of them back. I got the game back. I have a freaking video on that. But just saying, to actually finally watch it instead of just taking the video game's word for it, because the video game, it kind of does good and justice, but on the other hand, it kind of doesn't, because you have freaking Goku and Legacy of Goku 1, where he actually faces off with Frieza, as Frieza, he blasts Frieza, he turns to level 2, you blast Frieza again, he turns to level 3, you blast Frieza, he turns to his final form, then all of a sudden you now find I think he does kill Krillin in that video game, but yeah, and then he turns Super Saiyan, it's like, oh well, that's cool, and of course at least they do have the whole thing of Goku, we're not sure if he makes it or not, which I do have to admit, that cliffhanger was crazy. You gotta admit, that cliffhanger was freaking damn crazy.